Our time at Havasupai has come to an end. Our 4th day is the day we hike out, and we just left first thing in the morning. Woke up at 5, packed up camp, and officially started hitting the trail at 6:30. Let's talk about some of the lessons learned. So when it comes to food, I felt like I packed just enough food. When I started the hike, I had 6 meals in my backpack. One for the first night, breakfast and dinner for the 2nd day, breakfast and dinner for the 3rd day, and then breakfast for the 4th day. And then for lunches, each day I had 3 granola bars and a small baggie of trail mix. And then intermingled in there just as more of like a snack, I had 2 pouches of jerky and 2 Ziploc bags of peanut M&Ms. And boy, those peanut M&Ms, that is my new adventure treat. I'm gonna have those with me every time I do anything. I did pack a little too much clothing because it's February and there was chances of rain and stuff like that. There's a whole outfit, underwear, pants, shirt that I would have easily done without. Talk a little bit about footwear. Regardless of if they're low tops, mid tops, boots, shoes, trail runners, whatever, the fact that they were waterproof was nice because you just didn't have to worry about little stream crossings. What is key though is having a nice pair of water shoes. Heva sandals, Choco sandals, toe covering Keen sandals, actual water socks, Vibram 5 fingers. You just want something that you can wear in the water that allows you to comfortably just explore, especially if you're like me when you can't handle the feeling of ooey gooey moss and mud on your toes. Oh, here we go. We may be in the sun the rest of the day. Another tip, camping. You are going to be beat and tired when you get to the campground. The campground is a mile long. Don't give in to the urges to just take any of the random spots, because the further you go down, the better of sights you'll see. There may be more available. They're prettier. Go further down, almost to the very end, unless you find it a priority to be next to the spring so you don't have to walk as much to refill your water. But now take what I say with a grain of salt, because we are here doing this at the end of February. But when it comes to bug spray, didn't need it. I got maybe the total of 2 bug bites. We didn't really see many squirrels running around. We only had 1 squirrel incident, but that's because I think a bag of food was slightly exposed. Otherwise, we just had regular dry sacks, put our food in, and then we hung that on a string. But we didn't purchase or invest in any of those nibble-proof bags that I saw a lot of hikers have. You know, it may have gotten into the 30s at night, and then at day, maybe up to the 60s. But the water was, you know, of a decent temperature. 3 of us brought wetsuits. 2 out of the 4 used the wetsuits. Everyone swam. Those that didn't use the wetsuits, they seemed to be fine. Justin was one of the non-wetsuit wearers.
It's a little cold, but doable. I highly support the use of neoprene.
Let's talk about water. On the hike in, I had 2.1 liters and I barely touched it. On the hike up, I only have 1.5 liters. We'll see if I even drink all of it. Another question some of you guys might have is, how much hiking are you going to end up doing coming down here? From the trailhead to the village of Supai, it's about 8 miles. Then it's another 2 miles roughly to the campground. And depending on where you set up camp in the campground, that's another mile, because the campground itself is a mile long. And then it's a matter of just what you do. The 2nd day, we easily did 4 to 5 miles that day. Then the 3rd day, 4 to 5 miles. And then now we're hiking back. Now we didn't do the confluence. That would have in and of itself been around a 20-mile round trip. So without the confluence, plan on 30 to 40 miles in the 4 days that you're here. Trail update, we just finished hiking up the foothills to the base of the final switchbacks. It is 12:22. We'll see how brutal this is. Not too much longer. That is our destination. We are so close to the finish. Final few switchbacks. We've got it. That's it. That's the whole Havasupai gig. I don't know if you noticed, but at the beginning of the video, I had a totally different pack, a lot smaller. This is 85 liters. I decided to carry someone else's pack to be nice. I can't wait to weigh this thing. I have no idea how much it weighs, but pretty sure it's a bit more than what I came down in. This is my big sister. I was gonna come down and grab her pack, but she saw that the prize was within reach.
I'm going for it.
And said, "Leave me. I don't need your pity. I don't need your sympathy. I'm
your
older
big
than you. I'm
sister.
stronger than you. I used to beat you up. If you could snap your fingers and be anywhere and do anything, where and what?
I'd be building a snowman, drinking a strawberry virgin daiquiri, eating a big burger with extra tomato, extra pickle, then going and sitting in a hot tub.
Shall we?
Let's kill this hill.
There she is. That's where she needs to be. You got it.
Why is this last part so steep?
You did it. High five.
Oh my goodness. Thanks to my brother and his friend Justin. Thanks to my sister-in-law Nita. Thanks to my husband. A trip I'll never, ever, ever, ever forget.
So for first-time backpacker, do you take pride in that?
My normal daily routine revolves around sitting on my special spot on the couch and watching Judge Judy on YouTube. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself.
Here she is. Final stretch.